school football in South Dakota has wrapped up its regular season, and for a man in a small community northeast of Brookings, it marks over 50 years of service to the sport.
Unbelievable. From being an official to running the clock, Clarence Simmons has always been a big supporter of high school football and Dubrook Dolphin athletics. Well, in tonight's Eye on Kettleland, Carter Schmidt takes you to White, South Dakota to find out why Simmons continues to give back to his high school after all these years.
If you've attended a football game at Dubrook High School any time in the last half a century, Clarence Simmons was likely there supporting his favorite team too. Simmons graduated from Dubrook High School in 1967, and over the last 50 years or so, he's been a football official, he's been part of the chain gang, and for the last 47 years, a scoreboard operator. Simmons has always had a love for football, and he still has his cleats from when he played in high school.
Back in the day, it was farm kids. Well, we were poor, and the school had a big box of spikes, and you just picked out a pair of spikes, and they let you use them. Well, when I turned mine in at the end of the 4 years, they were broken the bottom, and our coach was Larry Bride. He says, "Clarence, why don't you just keep them?" So I still have them spikes as a memorabilia.
Simmons worked closely alongside friends and community members Clifford Wright and Leroy DeBeer to acquire and install a scoreboard for the Dubrook football field in 1975, and Simmons has since been the operator. Along with running clock, he also shoots off a track starting pistol at the end of every quarter.
Cliff Wright had a .22 starting pistol. For some reason, he brought that, and he says, "Well, Clarence, you shoot it off at the end of every quarter." So I did. And somewhere along the line, not too many years ago, they got me a new .30 caliber.
It is a staple, and it's funny to watch the people who have been coming here for 40 years, like Clarence or more, and they know the gun's going to sound at the end of every quarter, and they still jump. But people love it, and it's just a piece of what we've had here for, one of those traditions that you have at a football field and a football team.
Brad DeBeer, Dubrook Activities Director and Dean of Students, says Simmons has always been a longtime family friend.
I don't even really have to send him an email or a text or call him. I just know he's going to show up. Now, I do it out of courtesy, let him know that the season's getting ready to start, but you always know he's going to be here. He's going to walk in at 20 minutes before 7. He's going to have everything ready to go.
Don Ray was Activities Director at Dubrook High School from 1984 to 2009. He says there was never a worry when it came to making sure all the duties were taken care of in the Crow's Nest on game days.
He just loved to do it, and he did it for all those years. And I never really had to go ask every fall when it come to it. I just kind of knew, and he kind of showed up, and away we would go. It was always a blessing and stuff to work with the people in the Crow's Nest, and Clarence and Clifford Wright and stuff were always those two people, for me anyway, and it was always fun. Never had to worry about it.
You just knew they were going to be there. They were staples of not only the community, but the school and the support that they give. Being there and being there for the kids. Our kids knew who they were. Our kids still know who Clarence is.
Simmons has received multiple awards for his service to Dubrook High School. His love for the community and school he grew up in keeps bringing him back.
A lot of, very heartwarming things. Winning the state tournament. We had a great bunch of kids. They played together for so long, and they were quite a unit. 12 games in a row, and watching the young guys mature, they get faster, they get stronger, they get smarter. It's fun watching them every year get better. I love the community, I love the town. It's a great place to raise kids.
And the big question, how much longer does he plan to come back?
As long as my health stays good, I'm going to keep doing it if they ask me back.
I think they will. You said you've got kind of a track record.
I guess so.
With Eye on Kettleland, I'm Carter Schmidt.
You can't quit now that we've done the story, right? Well, Dubrook High School built a new football stadium this year, but they are still looking to add a press box for next season. Maybe for Clarence, too.
That's right. There's nothing quite as valuable as those faithful volunteers. Gotta love them.
You bet.
Up next in